Hello, and thank you for tuning in. I'm Stacy Brown, Manager of Security Solutions at CPPS. And what I'd like to discuss today comes in the form of a question. Should my organization conduct active assailant exercises? Well, according to the FBI, most mass shootings happen in the workplace. And as most businesses are returning to the office, the potential for violence to increase is a real possibility. Training and preparedness are the foundation of readiness, and this is the approach that should be taken when dealing with something as serious as an active assailant. So what I'd like to do is take a moment to discuss the benefits of running these types of exercises, as well as briefly discuss the different types of exercises that can be run and the benefits within each. So the obvious reason for conducting these types of exercises is so employees understand what to do when faced with the threat. But really, it's so much more than that. So what I've done is I've highlighted the 4 most strategic benefits of making these exercises a priority. Those 4 are 1. Organizational readiness and response. 2. Risk assessment and mitigation. 3. Crisis management team readiness. And then lastly, 4. Employee safety and confidence. So let's break these down and take a deeper dive within each. So beginning with organizational readiness and response, within this category, there are really 2 topics worth discussing. The first is with people, and the second is with policy and protocol. So let's look at people first. When a crisis unfolds, we find that there are 2 different types of people when it comes to response. Simply put, those that are trained and prepared to take action and those that are not. So what we've seen from experience is that both groups initially have this surge of adrenaline, anxiety, fear, things of this sort. The ability to control all of these emotions that you're experiencing and direct it in a constructive way makes all the difference. So while the untrained group is frozen in fear, the other group recalls training and responds. The reason for this is that they've been empowered to believe what they see and hear and can quickly recall their options, giving them that mental permission slip to respond. The second benefit to activating your readiness and response is to test your protocol. How do you actually know if your protocol works unless it's been tested and validated? So tabletop exercises with your crisis management team are great for this. This enables the team to work together through all the complexities of the entire incident, all the way from shots fired through the entire recovery process. So now for conducting these types of exercises, it's best practice to cover 5 main topics. Those 5 topics are 1. Team roles and responsibilities. 2. Training requirements for the organization. 3. Testing notification and communication systems. 4. Effective communications. And then lastly, 5. Other relevant topics such as staging and operation areas, legal considerations, business continuity, things of this sort. So by validating your protocol through exercises like these, it will help the team identify how to communicate with each other as well as with local law enforcement. It also highlights areas for improvement within the plan so they can be fixed before communicating or training with local law enforcement or emergency medical services for that matter, as well as you can fix all of these issues, these things that have been highlighted before you roll out your protocol to the entire organization. So once the tabletop exercise has been conducted, the changes from the lessons learned have been adapted, full-scale drills can now be run. These are simulated events that replicate a real event and should be coordinated with first responders. To maximize the effectiveness of these drills, it's best practice to capture every component that would be a factor should a real event take place. So be sure to include communication methods, any and all equipment that would be needed for response, and the inner workings of the command structure. A major benefit to conducting full-scale drills is to familiarize yourself with local first responders. And it also allows local first responders to familiarize themselves with your organization's protocol and physical security considerations, including the layout of your building and surrounding areas. identifying even exit strategies or emergency routes, as well as staging areas. So this is just a high-level overview of the different types of exercises that can be run. But now let's take a moment and finish discussing the benefits to the organization. So besides readiness and response, the second benefit is risk assessment and mitigation. So when we run exercises like these, organizations are always surprised by the number of vulnerabilities and weaknesses it exposes. You might have a comprehensive workplace violence program to include active assailant protocol even, but if it's not practiced or simulated with real-life scenarios, then some areas that need improvement are never exposed. This proactive approach allows organizations to implement necessary security measures to mitigate the impact of an active assailant event. So this brings us to our next benefit that I already kind of touched on a bit, and that's within your crisis management team readiness. So running exercises like the ones discussed are incredibly valuable for your crisis management team for several different reasons. It allows each team member to clearly identify their role within the team and the response procedures. So think about a situation that would occur when this team needs to come together and take action. It's usually high-stress types of situations, and the functions would require them to act like a well-oiled machine. So getting this right is crucial, especially for active assailant situations. So during these types of exercises, they have the opportunity to practice working together as a team, improving coordination and communication among various departments and individuals. These exercises facilitate the development of clear lines of communication, ensuring that information is relayed quickly and accurately to the appropriate parties. Effective teamwork and communication are both crucial in emergency situations to ensure a swift and coordinated response. And really, the benefits go beyond your crisis management team, which leads us to the fourth benefit, employee safety and confidence. So during active assailant drills, employees have the opportunity to practice working together as a team, improving coordination and communication among various departments and individuals. These exercises facilitate the development of clear lines of communication, ensuring that information is relayed quickly and accurately throughout the organization and to the appropriate parties. Effective teamwork and communication are crucial in emergency situations to ensure a swift and coordinated response, not only for the reasons I mentioned, but really it also demonstrates the organization's commitment to the safety and well-being of its employees. So by providing training and opportunities to practice emergency response procedures, employees feel more confident and capable of responding appropriately in the event of an active assailant incident. This sense of preparedness can alleviate anxiety and fear, creating really a safer and more secure work environment. So really, for all these reasons I've mentioned, I hope now that you see the many benefits of conducting active assailant exercises. So thank you for watching.